Alright guys, so today we're going to dive into the importance of choosing and sticking with a specific degree plan as soon as you start college. So we'll open by saying specifically in the state of Kentucky, the Kentucky Community and Technical Colleges systems, if you start out with the colleges, they have a program that once you get your associate's degree and you want to move up into that 4-year degree, they allow you to do that still using a discounted rate to save you some money. So during your time at the community college, you want to take your general education courses. This is specifically so that you ensure you're getting all of those lower level classes out of the way up front, and also gives you a little more time to pick what you actually want to do and find something that you're really interested in. So my second topic, of course, would be to work closely with your advisor. This is going to help you make sure you're taking the right courses that you need and you're not wasting your time taking something that isn't going to count towards your degree. You want to become accountable with your advisor. Let them know that you are interested in your education and you're willing to do what it takes to be successful. They'll be more apt to work with you and respond to your emails, phone calls, or meeting requests when they know that you are serious and you're not just calling them because you're about to fail your class. And then, of course, I would always say you want to make meaningful friends during your time. So, of course, we're going to have a ton of fun while we're trying to go to school, but you want to make sure that your friends have the same goal in mind. You want to make sure that their goal is to graduate, that they're not just going to school because, mommy and daddy said that I had to. You want to make sure they're going to school because they want to move forward in a career, because they want to have that education. Right, so some things that you could do wrong is, of course, thinking traps. So a thinking trap is a pattern or thought that are generally negative. And a great way to get through this is to work closely with your learning center. So if for any reason you're having issues with math, there's usually a math lab at your local college or even at your university. And then also, a lot of people experience what we all know to be writer's block, and you can help combat this by going to your writing centers, and they're usually at all of your colleges. So you want to make sure you go to your resource center at your university or at your college and ask what those resources are that are there for you. And if for any reason you feel like you may have a learning disability, I say go and get that documented. A lot of us, have worked through, middle school, high school, and now we're in college still struggling and don't understand why. So I would suggest, going to your doctor and saying, hey, I am having these issues and I would like some help. Let your doctor evaluate you and see if there is something that's going on that could be a learning disability. Once you understand or know that if you have this disability and you start to work towards things that help you combat it or help you get it in control, school is going to be so much easier for you to manage and have fun while doing it. There will be a lot less stress on you if you have a learning disability that is managed versus if you have a learning disability that you are trying to combat on your own. So I did a little bit of, self-reflection on the outcomes of finishing your degree in a timely manner versus waiting until you're older like myself to get that degree done. So I did a study between myself and one of my counterparts. We both joined the military in 2007. However, he joined as an officer in the Army. So an officer, you have to have your degree, and then, of course, you become an officer, whereas I am enlisted. So to be enlisted in the Army, all you really have to do is be able to pass your ASVAB test and be physically fit and maintain that fitness. So with that, first coming in as a brand new private in the Army, an E1, you stand to gain $1,700 per month. Whereas if you completed college and then joined the military as a brand new lieutenant, you start off with $3,200 right out the gate. Okay, so you see that's like a huge difference. It's double the amount of money for the same start date, same brand new day one rate. And then of course as you progress. So right now I'm sitting at 13 years in the military, and in 13 years I became an E7, a sergeant first class. So right now the base pay for that is $4,400. Whereas if I would have joined as an officer the same time as my counterpart, he's already made it to the rank of major or 04, and his base pay is $7,800 per month. So you can see, as you go up in the ranks, whether it be enlisted or officer, of course you're going to make more money, but you're going to get a lot more money as an officer, where they're paying you for getting that education when you should have. Right? So, in conclusion, now that you have those tips from me, I want to review a couple of things. So while you're sorting through your options, it is best to continue to work on general education requirements, because those will not go away. So here I am in my last semester of college this fall, and I am still taking my general education courses because I skipped over those. I just didn't want to take them, and now here I am still taking those courses. And then also, changing your major will lead to a pretty big deal in the long run. So changing your major can only require an afternoon of your time, but a whole lot of frustration when trying to finish your degree. So for instance, right now I'm sitting on 175 credit hours, whereas as you know, to get a bachelor's degree, you only need about 120 credit hours. But since I changed my major time and time again, here I am with enough credits to have a master's degree, and yet I'm still working on my bachelor's. So please, that is so, so important to pick your degree, stick with your degree, and graduate. So now, of course, you could be also like me, and I'm a financial analyst in the real world. And again, I could make so much more money if I had the degree to go with all the certifications that I have as a financial analyst. So again, there are so many things that you can do without a degree, but you definitely get paid for having your degree. There's definitely an uptick in what you can earn after that. All right, so now that I am looking back at my choices, I should have picked a degree and stayed with it through graduation. The alternative to my current situation of still paying for school is I could be indulging in higher pay to start out with, as well as the pay raises that come along with it. I'm sure you all can relate to growing up and constantly being told the quickest way from point A to B is a straight line. So that absolutely applies here in getting your degree. So I know a lot of people, they'll choose a general degree, or such as myself, the interdisciplinary degree. So if you choose something that's very general, very basic, as long as you have your degree, that's going to speak volumes in your favor. All right, so good luck, guys, and we'll see you next time.